Are money-making apps real? Well, there are dozens of videos out there that claim you can make hundreds of dollars a day. And although it seems a bit too good to be true, I think there's some money to be made as so many people talk about it. So today I'm going to try them out to see if they actually work. So now I searched make money on the App Store and downloaded a bunch of apps. Okay, so let's start with this first app right here. Putting in some bangers. Now after around half an hour I made my first money with a survey app. I made $2.50, which is not that good, but let's see, maybe it will take a turn. So the first app didn't make that much money, but later in this video I tested an app that has been proven to make hundreds per day. But will this work also for me? We will find it out later. Okay, so now let's try the next app with the incredible name Make Money. This app was obviously designed so that users could earn money on it. And it worked that way. So there were different tasks on the app that you could complete. Those tasks range from answering some questions to downloading a game and playing it to level 50. For each task you then get some credits depending on how difficult it was. And if you have collected a couple of credits, you then can convert it into money. For 1200 credits you get $1. But the minimum payout is $5, so you have to have at least 6,000 credits to make some money with the app. And so at first glance it sounded like easy money. Just download some games and play a couple of levels. And therefore I decided to try it out and choose my first task. So now I have to download the game and solve at least 250 questions in this game, which shouldn't take that long, so let's try it. Okay, so now I've played for quite a while and it's actually quite easy and also makes fun to beat the levels, but there's just one problem, and that's that after every level you complete you have to watch one of those brain rot ads.
If you just watch ads to cash out, these are all fake money game routines. That's insane. Download this.
And that makes me just mentally insane, because every 30 seconds I have to watch one of those brain rot ads and I just can't anymore. And it also just takes a lot of time, because you can't skip those ads and at the end you have to click on this little X, and every time you miss it and then you get another pop-up, and it just takes a lot of time. And so my theory behind it is that those games actually make more money of people watching those ads than they actually pay the people if they complete the task. Plus, a lot of those apps I think actually hope that someone likes the game and then keeps playing even after completing the task. But I'm not continuing this task because it would actually take too much time to watch all of those ads and answer the questions. Okay, so now let's continue with the other apps.
Just vibe one time for your mind.
Okay, so now I've made a bunch of surveys and it's pretty annoying because basically the money from those surveys come either from researchers doing a study or from companies doing some consumer research. And of course, if you make such surveys, you don't want anyone to answer your surveys, but you have a target group in your mind. And at the beginning of each survey, there's a smaller survey from which they then decide if you can continue. So it could be the case that you're making the smaller surveys for 10-15 minutes and then you aren't able to continue and make the real survey to earn your money. So you basically wasted your time. And that was quite a lot the case for me, because the target audience of most of the surveys are people in the mid-30s who buy a lot, have a family and have a stable income. And that's not the case with me. I'm not 30, I don't have a family and I don't have a fixed income every month, and I think that's the reason why I'm not able to finish most of the surveys. And so I wasted a lot of time by trying to get accepted for surveys. The challenge was slowly going to an end, but I still wanted to make some serious money. And in this desperation, I did a bit of research where I came across this video. The video talked about apps you can use to make money. It wasn't particularly trustworthy as it seemed heavily AI generated.
You can use these money-making apps on your mobile device or on your smartphone. So like this video.
But one part caught my eye. It talked about an app with which the creator of the video made hundreds of dollars a day. And he not only said that, but he actually showed the payouts in the video. That made me really curious to see if it was actually that easy to make money with this app. And that's when I decided to try it out for myself and see if it's really that easy. And so I downloaded the app. Okay, so now it's time for the incredible app with which you allegedly could make hundreds a day. So let's change the mood. Now let's make this AMG. Okay, so now I used the app for quite a while, and at the beginning I was a little bit confused because when you enter the app it's just like a game. So there are those different levels for a game on which you can shoot blocks, and if the blocks have the same number they basically double. So you basically have to try for the blocks not to cross your line, and it's like a normal game. It doesn't have anything to do with making money, and so I was really confused. And so I played the first 4 levels, and even after those 4 levels it just went on. And so I was really confused because there was no way on making any money on this app. And so I went on the App Store and read some reviews, but also the reviews talked about making money. And so I went back on the app and looked around and found the FAQs, on which I then found out how to make money. So basically by completing a level on this game you get tickets. And with your tickets you can enter a weekly draw on this app where you then can win cash prizes. And this is actually a quite smart strategy for the game, because GameE, the company behind this game, basically shares the revenue they earn from advertising and in-game purchases and turns it into monetary prizes and rewards for players. So they split their revenue with the players. With this method they give away money they could have kept, but also make more money because more people are playing it. And allegedly this works really well, with over 10 million downloads alone on the Google Play Store and good reviews on the app and Play Store. And also GameE, the company behind it, seems to be quite professional and trustworthy, with over 75 million registered users and billions of gameplays across all the games. And that's also why I think that these raffles are done fairly and you have an actual chance of winning. But that's just my personal impression. But unfortunately, because this draw is in a few days, I can't take part of it because of the challenge. But now, as the challenge is officially over, I'm going to reveal how much money I made just by using this device for a whole day. So if we add everything we made on all of those apps combined, we made a total of $2.63. But if you want to know how I made real money, watch this video right here.